The battle for your destiny begins in your mind. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. Everything you do, every decision you make, every step you take, it all starts in your mind. Your mindset is either your greatest weapon or your biggest limitation. It can propel you forward or keep you stuck in the same cycle year after year. But if you're ready to shift your mindset, then get ready, because your life is about to change. Too many people are waiting for their circumstances to change before they shift their thinking. They say, I had more money, I'd think differently. Or if people supported me, I'd feel more confident. Or if my situation were different, I'd have a better attitude. But that's the wrong order. Your circumstances don't change your mindset. Your mindset changes your circumstances. You have to stop thinking from a place of limitation and start thinking from a place of expectation. What you focus on grows. If you focus on lack, you will live in lack. If you focus on pain, you will always be hurt. If you focus on failure, you will struggle to succeed. But if you focus on possibilities, if you focus on solutions, if you focus on growth, you will start to see doors open that you never imagined. When you shift your mindset, you shift your energy, and when your energy shifts, your life shifts. One of the biggest traps of the enemy is keeping you locked in a negative mindset. He wants you to believe that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, that your past mistakes define your future. But the devil is a liar. You are not what happened to you. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are who God says you are. And if you can believe that, if you can truly embrace the identity God has for you, then no weapon formed against you will prosper. To shift your mindset, you must first let go of old ways of thinking. You cannot step into a new season with an old mindset. Some of us are holding on to thoughts that no longer serve us. We are still thinking like the hurt version of ourselves, like the rejected version of ourselves, like the struggling version of ourselves. But God is calling you higher. He is saying, let go of the thoughts that have kept you bound and embrace the thoughts that will set you free. Your thoughts create patterns, and your patterns create your reality. If you are used to doubting yourself, you will continue to walk in insecurity. If you are used to thinking small, you will continue to live a limited life. But if you start thinking differently, if you start saying, I am capable, I am worthy, I am destined for greatness, then you will begin to walk in that reality. Your words have power, and your thoughts are the foundation of those words. So today, I challenge you to stop speaking defeat over your life. Stop saying, I can't. Stop saying, it's too hard. Stop saying, it will never happen for me. Instead, start declaring, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am more than a conqueror. I am blessed and highly favored. The key to shifting your mindset is consistency. It's not enough to think positively one day and go back to negativity the next. You must train your mind daily. Just like you train your body in the gym, you must train your thoughts to align with where you want to go. When negative thoughts come, reject them. When doubt creeps in, replace it with faith. When fear rises, stand on the promises of God. Understand that your mindset shift is not just about motivation. It's about transformation. It's about breaking generational curses. It's about creating a new future for yourself and your family. It's about stepping into the fullness of what God has for you. The world may have told you that you are limited, but I came to tell you that you serve an unlimited God. And if he is for you, who can be against you? So today, make a decision. Decide that you will no longer think small. Decide that you will no longer let fear control you. Decide that you will no longer live beneath your potential. You were created for more. You were designed for greatness, and it all starts in your mind. Shift your mindset and watch how your life begins to change. Growth is not an option, it's a necessity. If you want to reach new levels in your life, you must develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can learn, improve, and evolve through effort and perseverance. It is the ability to embrace challenges, learn from failure, and push beyond limitations. Too many people stay stuck in the same place, not because they aren't capable, but because they refuse to stretch beyond what feels comfortable. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they are also the enemy of progress. You will never discover your full potential if you refuse to stretch beyond what is familiar. The first step to developing a growth mindset is to accept that learning is a lifelong journey. You do not know everything there is to know, and that is okay. But what is not okay is being unwilling to learn. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you start dying emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. There is always another level of wisdom, another skill to master, another lesson to embrace. The most successful people in the world are not those who never fail, but those who never stop learning. One of the biggest obstacles to developing a growth mindset is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of looking foolish. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of mistakes and lessons learned. Stop running from failure and start learning from it. Stop seeing obstacles as barriers and start seeing them as stepping. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and better. Another key to developing a growth mindset is to change the way you respond to difficulties. People with a fixed mindset see challenges as threats. They say, I can't do this, or this is too hard. But people with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities. They say, this is tough, but I can figure it out. Or, I don't know how to do this yet, but I will learn. Do you see the difference? One mindset shuts down possibilities while the other opens the door to new levels of success. The words you speak over your life matter. Your mindset is shaped by what you repeatedly tell yourself. So if you want to grow, start speaking life over your journey. Stretching beyond your comfort zone requires a willingness to take risks. You cannot grow if you are not willing to try new things, take on new challenges, and step into unfamiliar territory. Growth happens in discomfort. Muscles grow when they are stretched. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined in fire. The same is true for you. You will never see what you are truly capable of until you're willing to step out of what is easy and step into what is unknown. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. If you are always the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. You need people around you who push you, who encourage you, who challenge you to think bigger and do better. Growth is not just about what you learn, it is also about who you learn from. The right environment can either fuel your growth or stifle it. Choose wisely. Most importantly, trust the process. Growth takes time. It does not happen overnight. It requires patience, persistence, and commitment. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. There will be times when progress seems slow, but keep going, keep pushing, keep stretching, because on the other side of your comfort zone is the version of you that you were always meant to become. So today, make a decision to develop a growth mindset. Decide that you will not settle for average. Decide that you will embrace challenges, learn from failure, and stretch beyond what feels comfortable. Because the moment you commit to growth is the moment your life begins to change. Who you surround yourself with has a direct impact on where you go in life. The people in your inner circle either push you toward your purpose or pull you away from it. If you want to elevate, if you want to grow, if you want to step into the fullness of your potential, you must be intentional about the company you keep. Elevation requires separation. You cannot soar like an eagle if you keep running with chickens. You cannot reach new heights if you are surrounded by people who are comfortable staying where they are. Too often we hold on to relationships that are draining us instead of fueling us. We cling to friendships that no longer align with our purpose, and we entertain connections that keep us stuck. But let me tell you something, just because someone started the journey with you doesn't mean they are meant to finish it with you. Some people were only assigned to a chapter of your story, not the entire book. And if you try to hold on to relationships that God is trying to remove, you will block your own blessings. There are three types of people in your life: those who lift you, those who drain you, and those who keep you stagnant. The first group, people who lift you, are your destiny helpers. They challenge you, inspire you, and push you to become the best version of yourself. These are the people who celebrate your growth, who hold you accountable, and who remind you of your potential when you forget. These are the people you need to keep close. The second group, the people who drain you, are those who take and never give. They are always pulling on your energy, always bringing negativity, always feeding you doubt and fear. These are the people who criticize every move you make, who never support your dreams, and who always remind you of your past mistakes. They see your growth as a threat because they are unwilling to grow themselves. If you allow these people to stay in your life, they will drain your energy, steal your joy, and keep you from stepping into what God has for you. Then there's the third group, the people who keep you stagnant. They aren't necessarily bad people, but they aren't pushing you forward either. They are comfortable, complacent, and content with staying the same year after year. And if you continue to walk with them, their comfort will rub off on you. Before you know it, you'll start making excuses instead of progress, settling instead of striving, and delaying your purpose instead of walking in it. The Bible says in Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. If you want to be sharp, you need to be around people who will sharpen you. You need to surround yourself with people who think bigger, dream bigger, and believe bigger. You need people in your life who will challenge you to grow, who will stretch your vision, and who will push you beyond your limits. Now, let's be real. Separating from certain people isn't always easy. It's hard to walk away from relationships that feel familiar. It's difficult to distance yourself from people you've known for years. But understand this, growth comes with a cost. And sometimes that cost is letting go of people who no longer align with where you're going. You cannot take everyone with you into your next season. Some people were part of your past, but they cannot be part of your future. When God is getting ready to elevate you, he will start to separate you. He will remove certain people from your life, not to hurt you, but to protect you. Because he knows that not everyone around you has your best interest at heart. He knows that some people are secretly rooting against you. He knows that some people are keeping you bound when he has called you to be free. And if you refuse to let go of those relationships, you will delay the elevation that God has for you. So today, take inventory of your circle. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they helping you grow or keeping you stagnant? Are they building you up or tearing you down? Are they pushing you toward your purpose or pulling you away from it? If the people around you are not adding value to your life, it's time to reevaluate those relationships. Remember, elevation requires separation. If you want to go higher, you must be willing to let go of the weights that are holding you down. You must be willing to walk away from relationships that no longer serve your destiny. You must be willing to surround yourself with people who will push you to be better, to think bigger, and to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. Because the truth is, your future is too important to be compromised by the wrong company. Your destiny is too valuable to be delayed by the wrong connections. And your purpose is too great to be hindered by people who don't see what God has placed inside of you. So make the decision today, choose wisely, surround yourself with greatness, and watch how your life begins to shift. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset, your motivation, and your success. If you want to elevate in life, you must be intentional about the company you keep. Too often we hold on to relationships that no longer serve our growth, and as a result, we stay stuck in the same cycles year after year. But let me tell you this. Elevation requires separation. You cannot move to the next level while clinging to people who are comfortable staying where they are. Growth demands change, and change requires that you examine the relationships in your life. Not everyone who started with you is meant to finish with you. Some people were only meant to be part of a chapter, not the whole story. But because of familiarity, loyalty, or fear of being alone, we hold on to relationships that have already expired. We keep people in our lives who drain our energy, discourage our dreams, and keep us tied to an old version of ourselves. There are three types of people in your life: those who lift you, those who hold you back, and those who keep you stagnant. People who lift you are the ones who push you toward your destiny. They challenge you to grow. They speak life into you, and they support your vision. These are the people you need to keep close because they inspire you to be better. Then there are those who hold you back. These are the negative people, the doubters, the complainers, and the ones who always focus on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. They feed your fears instead of your faith. They remind you of your past instead of encouraging your future. And if you continue to stay connected to these people, you will find yourself second-guessing your dreams, doubting your abilities, and shrinking back instead of stepping forward. Finally, there are those who keep you stagnant. They may not necessarily be bad influences, but they also are not pushing you to grow. These are the people who are comfortable staying the same year after year with no ambition to do more, be more, or achieve more. And if you surround yourself with too many of these people, their complacency will rub off on you. Before you know it, you'll start making excuses instead of progress. The Bible says in Proverbs 13:20, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. If you want to be wise, successful, and purpose-driven, you must walk with people who reflect those qualities. You need to be in an environment that stretches you, that makes you think bigger, that forces you to step outside your comfort zone. Sometimes separation is necessary for elevation. And that separation doesn't always mean cutting people off in a harsh way. It simply means creating distance between yourself and relationships that no longer align with where you are going. It means prioritizing your growth, your peace, and your purpose over unhealthy attachments. When God is preparing you for the next level, He will often start by shifting your relationships. He will remove people from your life who cannot go where He is taking you. He will separate you from distractions so that you can focus on your destiny. And even though it may feel uncomfortable, trust that it is necessary. Some connections are seasonal, and trying to hold on to what God is trying to remove will only delay your elevation. So today, take a moment to evaluate your circle. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they pushing you toward your destiny or keeping you in your past? Are they challenging you to grow or keeping you comfortable where you are? If the people around you are not helping you become the best version of yourself, it's time to make a change.